If only I could take my BlackBerry and fold it in half. I really wish it would flip. You know? It's great, but it won't flip. Can't break it. If only I had strength like Sylar from Heroes, but I don't. Oh well. I guess I'll have to open this FedEx package and see what's inside instead. Maybe it'll be a BlackBerry that flips. Let's find out. If only I had strength like Sylar and could open this package. What's this? It looks like a BlackBerry that flips. Alright, so yes indeed, it is a BlackBerry that flips. The BlackBerry Pearl Flip 8220. Looks like we've got the black version. There is a red one coming out as well. Right now it's a T-Mobile exclusive. In the box, tips and tricks, getting started, having fun. User tool, CD, terms and conditions, return policy, limited warranty. Here's the phone. Folding travel charger with a micro USB connection. So it's your standard BlackBerry charger with the fold down prongs and the micro USB, there we go, connector. Data cable, USB data cable, micro USB on the other side. And your headset, 3.5mm with a stereo earphones and an inline microphone, remote control, doodad. And here's the phone itself, the BlackBerry Pearl Flip. Let's get the box out of the way here and take a quick tour around. Exterior screen, camera with flash and self-portrait light. On the side you've got your mute button, lanyard connector, 3.5mm headphone jack. Yay! We like those. Every phone nowadays should really have that, I think. Your micro USB port for your data cable and your charger. There's a hardware button. On the other side we've got a rocker switch, another hardware button, and your memory card slot. Ooh, there's a card in there already for me. Thanks, T-Mobile. It's a 256 gig micro SD. So here's the Flip. Here's the BlackBerry Curve. This is the Verizon version, but same difference. So you can see your size difference. The Flip is noticeably thicker than the Curve. And you've got the shirt type style keyboard here. Trackball, a little bit smaller trackball on the Flip than on the Curve. At least it feels that way. I don't know if it really is. I think it is though. I think it actually is a little bit smaller. Same buttons, your BlackBerry menu button, your call and hang up button also does power, your back button, shirt type keypad there. Size comparison, another recent T-Mobile phone. This is the Nokia 5610. Roughly the same size as the 5610 when they're closed. The Flip, yeah, pretty much the same size. Maybe the Flip's a little bit thicker, and then the Flip's got that little bend on the back there. And then when they're open, obviously the Pearl Flip is much larger. It's noticeably wider than the 5610. You don't maybe see it as much side by side when they're closed, but if you put them up and down, definitely wider than the Nokia. Looking at another Flip phone with a keyboard, this is the Samsung Alias. So just for size comparison, footprint-wise, roughly the same. Thickness, the Alias is definitely thinner. And then you open it up, and screen size, kind of roughly the same. The BlackBerry's a little bit bigger. But button-wise, this is where the shirt-type keypad comes in. I really like the Alias. A lot of people, too many buttons for them. It's confusing. It's crazy. So the BlackBerry a little bit more mellow of a layout there. Another size comparison with the Motorola ZN5. I know you're like, just turn it on already, but just show you. Another recent T-Mobile, not the ZN5, what am I saying, the Rocker E8. another recent T-Mobile phone. And then with the venerable LG Voyager from Verizon, just to show you again a phone that has external display and then internal display and internal QWERTY. You know, just giving you a little size comparison there. The BlackBerry is a little bit smaller, but just about as thick as the Voyager. All right, we're going to get some power, fire this baby up, take a tour. All right, so we've got power, and you can see we're on the network here. It's connected over Edge. Like we said, it's not a 3G phone. It's Edge and Wi-Fi. One quick note, I erroneously said a minute ago that this was a self-portrait mirror up here next to the camera and the flash. It's not. It's an LED indicator light. You can see it. Blink. Blink. There you go. So it lets you know status, battery, you know, charging, not charging, all that kind of stuff. External display, it's nice the way it kind of fades into the glossy black there. It's not the sharpest display ever. On first blush it looks really good, and then you look at it and there's a little bit of pixelation or, you know, whatever, but you know, not that big of a deal. We'll get into that more a little bit later. I like the clock motif here. Looks like a fine timepiece, and then your indicators, your email and text messages and that kind of thing. Open it up, internal display. We will skip the we'll skip the setup wizard here. We'll go straight to the device. So again, the screensaver with your clock, and then here's the menu. So it's customized with the T-Mobile My Faves, as you can see, and then the new look BlackBerry UI. So your messages, your contacts, your calendar, your browser, and your My Faves. So you can minimize and show that, which is kind of nice. It looks like the setting on the trackball right now is a little bit twitchy. Either that or I had too much caffeine today, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. It is a little bit smaller than the curved trackball, definitely, but it feels like it works pretty well. We'll hit the BlackBerry menu, and we'll go into, you know, the icon-driven system. It looks really nice. The internal screen, again, when we saw this at CTIA, it was near the bold, and the bold looked absolutely amazing. And I think this looks good. I've heard a little bit about the display quality maybe not being that great. I don't actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't really know what they're talking about. I think this looks pretty nice. We'll have to look at it with some photos and video. But so far, I think it looks really good. So you've got your messages, your contacts, your calendar, browser, all that stuff. IM client built in. I know a lot of people want to know about that. Support for BlackBerry, AIM, Google, ICQ, Yahoo, and Windows Live right out of the box, which is nice. Let's hit the music menu, see what that's all about. All right, there's nothing in here now. We'll have to load up that memory card with some music. We'll do a full review of this definitely as well. Right now we're just doing kind of a first look. Connections manager, so you've got your mobile network, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth. So if I hit Wi-Fi, and I'm going to set up a Wi-Fi network, let's see. It's got these nice little help menus, and you can see UMA. So you can do your hotspot at home calling, which is great. We'll scan for networks here. And there you go. So we'll hook up onto this Wi-Fi network that I happen to know the password for. All right, and now I'm connecting to the Wi-Fi network. And once we're connected, if anybody knows the name of the, well, never mind. I'm not going to tell you why it's called Care Bears, because Care Bears are cute. So, all right, let's finish. And now that we're logged in, we've got the Wi-Fi signal there next to Edge. Let's hit up the browser, see how that works. And we'll do some, you can see the SureType keyboard here, 2 letters per key. So it's on, okay, so right now it looks like it's on predictive text. Oops, and I should have hit delete. My bad. So we'll just type in phone, and it knows phone. And you can use the track key there, trackball, to scroll through. And then we'll do dog, phone dog, and then we'll do. Now I know that this Wi-Fi network is pretty decent speeds. It's cable modem based. Aren't that many people using it. So yeah, it rendered out the whole page before it loaded. So that's why it looked like, maybe it was a little slow loading. It wasn't that slow. It was rendering the whole page before showing it up. Before displaying any of it. So we'll zoom in here. Full HTML browser, it looks like it's not perhaps in the class of the state-of-the-art browsers out there, but it looks pretty good now that we're loaded in. You can see, the redrawing is maybe a little slow. It's also still loading up the whole page. But there you go. I'll just give you a little quick preview. Again, we'll get into this more when we do the full review. Let's take a look at the messaging. So let's do an MMS message. Use once, phone, 555-555-1212. Subject. I was going to say hello, but Halloween, sure. So you can see the predictive text. With the short type it works well. The keys are nice and big, which is good. I could definitely type on this. I'll do... Oops. So I can attach a photo. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the, here's the media interface. We went straight to music before, didn't have any, but you can go to your full media library here. Voice notes, also the hardware button on the side you mentioned before is the voice command button. We'll go to videos, see if we have anything preloaded. This is the same one they had at CTIA. That's really loud. A little bit of a lag there in hitting the pause button, as you can see, but the speakerphone's quite loud. If we play, we go to the outside menu, we'll get the sound only. Oh no, it's stopping. Okay, so we won't get the whole thing. We won't get the video playing on the outside there. Quick look at the camera app. And we can get a picture there. So there you go, inside the camera app. Okay, once the photo's taken, got some options on the bottom. Looks like it's taking a little while to save there. And so once it's saved, we can crop it. Oh, set picture as. Okay. So that's not, it looks like a crop symbol. You can set it as a contact, as a home screen, that kind of thing. You can rename the picture, you can delete it, and you can send it off in a message. Send it off to a message to yourself, Ricky. Don't lose my number. What other options do we have here? The rocker switch on the side will let us zoom in and out. We can zoom in on my little cube there. And the flash set to auto, as you can see. And should be able to switch to video mode. See, this is what happens when I do these live unboxings. I get all into playing with the camera, with the phone on camera. So there you go. Lots of other things going on this phone, and you know, I'm just going to have to check them out and get back to you, or else we could be here forever. But here you go. First look, BlackBerry Flip, the Pearl Flip 8220 from T-Mobile. We'll get the box in there one more time. It's the first ever BlackBerry Flip phone, as you can see. Wi-Fi, UMA for hotspot at home calling, 3.5 millimeter, oh that's why, because my memory card had popped out, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, stereo Bluetooth, so you know, if you want to use the headphones that came with it, you can. If you want to use your own, you can just plug them right in. If you want to use some stereo Bluetooth, you can do that. And there you go. It's the BlackBerry Pearl Flip. We'll have much, much more on the Pearl Flip on PhoneDog.com in the days to come, and we'll be back with a full review here on the video channel as well. So stay tuned. I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com. Thanks for watching, and your questions about the Flip, send them in, or hit us up on the Facebook page. Become a fan, PhoneDog.com on Facebook, or you can hit us up on Twitter. PhoneDog is the name on Twitter. We'll see you next time.